make sure you grab a different color. Determine the interest rate. So in this case, we're compounding semi-annually, right? So that's 2. Since we don't talk about any regular contribution, PMT is 0, which means PY and CY will be the same. Future value in the future, we'd like to have this. We invest it, so it's supposed to be negative at first. And this is what we're solving for. And 4 years, so 4 times PY, that should be 8. Let's say you make a mistake and you made PY 1. Then I would want to see 4 times 1 is right, like it has to be consistent. If you solve for interest, I already entered the values. Alpha enter 5.66. There you need to have a percent symbol next to it to get full marks. Today we're not going to worry about that, but I would say you put a U next to it if you made a unit mistake, if it's not there. Okay, so this is how I'm going to mark. If one of the values is off, half off, right? So let's say you have everything exactly like me except for one of them is off, even including a negative. If you didn't get the negative in there, you probably couldn't solve it, right? It complained because it's saying, wait a minute, I can't do it because they're both positive. Like they're both coming to you. I don't understand, right? It's like the flow of money is not. TVM can't do it. So that's why the signs are important. If you have more than 1 wrong, take off a full mark. If you have 3 wrong, then we're going to give you 0 today out of 2, okay? Just mean, flat out mean. No, it's okay. It's going to be fine. You're learning, okay? Next, you want to be a millionaire, i.e. you want to have $1 million, right? By the time you turn 60, you invest $20,000 on your 18th birthday. So let's do the time here real quick. Right, so we've got 42 years. 42 years are going by in this case, right? So we go NI, PV, PMT, future value, PY, and CY. Remember, CY stands for compounding periods per year. P stands for payments per year. Compounded quarterly, that means that this is 4. I'm not making any regular contribution, so this is 0. Therefore, these will be the same. Future value, I am going to solve for that. I know you might have said, oh, $1 million goes in there, but I'm going to see if I can meet my goal if I put $20,000 in at an interest rate of 7%, and 42 times 4 is what I put in here. That would be 168. Okay, so I'm going to solve for it, and when you solve, let me bring that up. This is 168, this is 7, negative 20, sorry. Okay, so I'm solving here for future value, and I get 368. 368,818. If you did it differently, just hold on, okay? This is kind of part of my answer. Okay, you will end up with only 368,818 not meeting your goal. So you have to make sure you answer the question. Like if you just left it like that, that wouldn't be good enough in this case, right? You're saying you're not meeting your goal. Yeah. Did you have this here? Then it's fine. I don't love that answer, but you've shown enough work to say, like if you just put no, then no, that's not good enough. Yeah. Okay, so same here. One mistake, half off. More than one off. Sorry, more than, if it's 2, 1 off. If it's more than 2, you don't get anything. Just mean, right? What is the interest rate that would allow you to achieve this goal? I apologize for not leaving you enough room, but just be creative. Today I'm going to let it fly if you didn't do this. Okay, so but I want $1 million. I'm making no payment. I start with 20 grand. I'm going to solve for the interest rate. This is going to be 168, right? It's still the same as before. If I solve for my interest rate, it's 9.42%. That's all you need to solve for. It's 9.42%, and you're good to go. Normally, if it's if you just have to change a few values, it's just worth a mark. Right? So that's usually how it goes. Let's keep going. This one, I think a lot of you had a hard time with. It's fine. You're still on your journey, right? Just don't give up, okay? Promise me that. I won't give up either. I don't give up, okay? Here we go. Compounding, I told you it's bi-weekly, so that's supposed to be 26. PY, before we fill that in, is there any indication that there's regular contributions? Yes, semi-monthly contributions of 120. That means that I'm going to give the bank 120 semi-monthly, so that's 24 times a year. So now these are different. Future value, I want to find, right? The value of the investment is how much the future value is. I also have a $5,000 initial deposit. That's like what I start with at time 0. The interest rate is 8. This is going on for 15 years, so 15 times 24. That is 360. I will actually bring this up. So 368, negative 5,000, negative 120. I'm going to solve for that one. 24 and 26. Go to future value, solve it. You're going to get 99,863.56. One mistake, take half off. 2 mistakes, you take 1 off. More than that, unfortunately, no go today, okay? Yeah, so everything is going to rely on this answer. It sucks for me because I'm going to have to do what you did and check B, check C, check yes. I'm just going to look at your work, and if the work matches today, I'm going to trust you. You're the teacher today. You're the one that assesses the work. Okay, so once I have that, what's the interest earned? I will use this one, and it's all of it. That's what we're trying to aim for. So it's from 1 to 360. You got to quit this. Oops. Quit that. I already have interest there. I'm just going to overwrite what I have. Remember, this is based on what's in TVM right now. Okay? So don't be doing this when you do homework. Oh, I'm just going to try this. It's going to be whatever is in TVM at that moment. Okay? You have to make sure you do TVM first, then you use this. So it's 51,663.56. Here's how you're going to mark it. Listen carefully. I will look, if you use this function, I will look for 1, and this number has to match whatever you had here. So if you in fact use this number here, I will give you full marks. I usually go like this: step, check. It means your work is good. You're not going to lose any marks here. Okay? Continue. Oh, did you use anybody use the formula? You could use 99,863.56 minus present value minus 360 times 120. You get the same answer. You get the same answer. Yeah. Like you used a formula and you got the wrong answer, or if I can see it, if I can see what happened, if I can figure it out, then it's only half off. If I cannot figure it out, then you lose all of it usually. But if you showed me the work, okay, let's rephrase. I will rephrase. If I see these numbers and your final answer is off, that's only half off, because I'm assuming you typed it in wrong or something happened. You know what I mean? So if you show me the work, half off usually. Yeah. Huh. You got my answer here, but not here. Okay, that's why it works, because, yeah. So you're okay here as long as it's consistent. Because I see your N here, right? You have the same N? Different N, but you use this, your N here, right? You use 360?
I use 360.
Okay, we'll talk. Feel like that's a digging scenario. Okay, calculate the rate of return for the investment. Rate of return, I'm going to use my interest. If you have the interest, it's the best way to go about it. What about this part though? What goes down here? The amount that you've put in. That's the principal. So whether you want to do this on the side or you go 5,000 plus 360 times 120. All of this times 100, right? So let's clean this up a bit. All of this is put in. That ends up being 48,200 times 100. That is 107.19. So again, this part will depend on what you did in A. So if you use your N times 120, I give you full marks on this one. Whatever you figured out N in A, right? So I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that here, and I'm looking for that here essentially. Are you using N consistently? Determine how much of her investment, how much of her investment will be worth 8 years into the investment. So we're kind of figuring out, right, as we're investing, how much is it going to be along the way? What are we going to use here? What function? Balance. Or, yes, you can use your TVM solver and redo all of it, but I'm going to use balance of 8 years times whatever PY is. That is balance of 192. You call that, I have it right here, so I'm going to copy paste that and just change it to 192. So 41,675.23. Wait a minute, it's negative, Mr. Dirksen. Is that okay? I feel like it's wrong. The bank has it, right? It's away from you. So negative is okay. I'm just not going to bother writing it down because it's for TVM solver purposes, for the flow of cash. There we go. If I see you using balance and you show me this 8 times 24, I'll be looking for that 24 here. You get the full marks here if you use balance. Okay? All right? Okay. So add it all up. It's out of 10.